Well, this year we made a couple of changes. Still using Summer Escapes because I really like their filter basket that the Intex does not have. It really makes it much easier to use the net and skimmer and everything to get everything out. It really does a lot of the work for you. So this year I got this sucker actually on sale. Memorial Days when I bought it. Just got it up. We got it for like $179 at Walmart, and it's the 14 by 42 Summer Escapes pool. So kind of show you what I did different this year. If you guys watched my video last year, I made it before I received the adapter from Amazon. So this year it's a little different because I actually cut off what I talked about and sanded down here. So that way this is a piece that came with the pump. Took a hole saw, cut a 2.5 inch hole, put it down in there from the top here. And then put this on here and got it wide open, so that way we've got the 2-inch opening all the way through. The only issue I had is when you cut this off, this has to be sanded flat completely. Get all those ridges out. What I ended up doing is I only had a hand sander. I didn't have like an electric palm sander, and I kind of was a little lazy with it. Got it pretty smooth, but you could feel some ridges, and it dripped on me. So what I ended up doing is, you can't really see it, but I took that piece, put it down there, and before I put it down there, I took some of that good stuff, that foaming expansion foam spray stuff, good stuff, great stuff, whatever it's called. You can get it at Walmart and Lowe's. Put it on the bottom of that. It seated in there really well. I just used a little bit so it didn't foam up, so you can't see it at all, and it worked great. Plus I used some of the plumber's tape on the threads for this piece, plus the threads for here. So no leaks at all for this section. Completely ecstatic about. However, you can see these leaks. This is actually from the pool itself. Had a little bit of tear in the liner. You can barely see it right there. Let's see if I can focus in. So I've got a little patch on it, but it goes inside of there further, so it's actually causing it to drip out right here. So it's only about a drip every few seconds. So only other fix I can do is spray some of that rubber seal right there on it, and that would probably take care of it, but I'm not going to fret over that. No big deal. But we've got the same filter, sand filters last year. It's pumping hard, working great. The other thing I was going to show you guys, this hose here is actually what came with it. Sorry, I had a mosquito on. So technically, this hose is what is supposed to go up into your motor that goes here. And then the other section goes to right there, the piece that comes with it. What came with our saltwater system, which I'll show you in just a moment, is this adapter. You can see that there. It's called Adapter A. It allows you to use 1.25 inches or the 1.5 inches, which is this one. The 1.25 inches is what comes with the blue pools, the blue Summer Escapes. If you get the Pro Series, they give you a little bit of a bigger hose, so we'll work on that one. So all you do is just fix that on there, put the clamp, and you're ready to go. So if you get 2 of the Adapter A's, you can put one here. That way you can take that hose, plug it right there. Well, you may have to get 4 of them. You just have to have one there, one here, one on the discharge, and then one on the pool. But that would alleviate some problems if you got the adapter. However, I kind of like the way I've done it just because I got the larger opening. Gives me better water pressure. I've got this just hooked up now because I can, so I get everything finalized up here for the landscaping. This is the saltwater system. This is new this year. This is the big one that does 15,000 gallons. It was actually just like 20 bucks more than the smaller one. I fully expect it to last several years, so that way if I upgrade to the 22-foot pool, this one will be fine. This one will still work. So in the 14 by 42, put in 80 pounds of salts. They're about $6, $6.50 a bag at Walmart. Put 2 of those in. All you have to do is you let the salt dissolve, check your manual. That tells you how long it's running. Right now it's set on an hour, and it's actually working right now. Since it's really cool out, it's only about 70 degrees right now. You don't want to run more than an hour, so that's the only change you'd have to do is change your timer here. Normally this would run about 2 hours if it were hot, above 83 degrees. So the way it works, it applies current. This is your sensor. This piece here is your copper. The copper is what kills your algae and things like that. Supposedly 10,000 times better than chlorine from what I've read. Then this applies current to your titanium plates. You can see them, they're the black plates in there. So the pump pumps the water in. It goes over that copper plate which is there, adds copper to the water, then over the titanium plates, changes that salt into chlorine. If you see that cloud in there moving, you can see the cloud being shot out through here. And you can see some of it right in there. So what is that? Current's being applied to those titanium plates that changes that salt into chlorine and puts it right back into your pool. So it's completely, you don't have to really do any extra maintenance as far as adding anything to it other than changing that timer if you really need to. You may not have to. But it comes with 20 strips to check everything for the copper and your chlorine and things as well too, so it all works out great. This will all look much better once I get it all fixed up. But you can tell I definitely have a better flow this year, considering that I cut out that bottom piece and put it in there. So super pumped about that. Got all kinds of water pressure. It's working great. I can actually smell the chlorine right now, just a little bit of it. Normally, if it's not pumping the chlorine out like it is now, if it's not working, you can't smell anything. And the water, let's check it here. The water is definitely softer as well too to your hands. So it works out really well. See if I can get my camera back in focus. So really happy with it this year. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Let me know. I'll tell you everything that I've researched and found out, but by no means am I an expert on this. I'm learning as I go. But super happy with it. You can tell the pool needs to be vacuumed at the bottom. You can see the mosaic pattern and some of the dirt and sand that my little boy threw in there. So it will end up being vacuumed out. And that brings me, if you get this pool, it comes with the cover that goes over to about right here. So it completely covers the pool. Plus it comes with the vacuum that you can use with your water hose or with the pump if you have a sand filter like this or a regular pump. And there was one other piece that it came with. Oh, and it comes with the net as well too, even though, or the skimmer. We already had one, but you know, hey, and I've already got a vacuum too, but it's going to be great. So it comes with all of that already. I'm super excited. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to do what I can. And thanks so much for watching.